And we're back here in the Alf'Dawg Show. So, who's going to win that series? Well, I'll give you straight. I told you how both teams could win that series. What has to be done? I think, and I predict, that the Boston Celtics will win the series in 7 games. In 7 games. Boston, the reason why, as I mentioned earlier, I mentioned that all them little prehistoric stats, none of that matters, because the reason why, Boston, the Celtics, even if the Celtics lose tonight, or they lose Thursday, today is Thursday, or if they lose Sunday in Game 5, the Celtics statistically are actually, and they're a veteran team, so it makes a lot of sense, they're actually a better road team than home. So, if the Celtics were to fall behind in the series, as they had when they head back to LA for the final 2 games, potential 2 games, okay, the Celtics are not out of it. They're not out of it. They are not out of it. But again, like I said before, this series will be won or lost. We will know who wins this series by the play of Paul Pierce. He is that important to this series. We're going to wrap up the show in a little bit. But there's so much news today. And the news of Tom Izzo, he today met with Dan Gilbert in an undisclosed area here in Cleveland. Will Tom Izzo be the next coach of the Cavaliers? This is my little. For those who have ever watched Glenn Beck. Well, Glenn Beck is a political talk show personality. Has a TV show on Fox News, a radio show. And he gets into this panic mode a little bit. I'm kind of in that mode right now. Because, first off, let me get something straight right now. Dan Gilbert yesterday said they asked him, has LeBron been involved in any conversations regarding the Cavaliers' next head coach? He said, Dan Gilbert said, no, we all know. We know. Now, we know LeBron James is not making the final decision, but we all know that LeBron James has an input, that they're going to LeBron James and they're asking him for his opinion. We know that. So, we'll just end that right now. We'll end that discussion right now. Okay? Getting a little dark. Now, here's the bigger question. Tom Izzo is, as you can see, Tom Izzo is the #1 guy that Dan Gilbert is going after. This has major pros and cons that I'm really I'm not liking right now. It's putting Cavs fans on the ropes here. I'm not liking the vibe of this. The pros of Tom Izzo is he is a very successful coach. Very successful. His teams are in the Final Four every other year. They're in the Final Four. Tom Izzo knows how to maximize his talent. That is a huge plus that separates him from the rest of the college basketball coaches. Michigan State this year was in the Final Four. They was the 5th seed. The 5th seed. And they took them to the Final Four. And I like that. I like the fact. Now, I know NCAA tournament and NBA playoffs, two different things. But in the sense of leads. But it's all the postseason. It's all of the factors of getting your team ready to play when it matters most. That's why the Celtics are in the finals right now and not the Cleveland Cavaliers. Because Doc Rivers said we are going to get our players ready for the postseason. Even though in the regular season at the end they play 500 basketball, we're going to get our players ready for the postseason. That is exactly what they did. That's what Tom Izzo does in college basketball. He gets his players ready to play. Keep them in contention of the Big Ten. You know in college basketball, if you at least play 500 regular season ball, I'm glad they didn't expand the tournament, because you could have went winless in the regular season, and if you had a decent showing in the conference tournament, you go to the tournament, to the NCAA tournament. But Michigan State, you're in the pack, you're in the top pack of the Big Ten the entire year. If you have a good showing, then he has a good showing in the Big Ten tournament. He never actually wins the Big Ten tournament, but he has a good showing. But yet, come the NCAA tournament, he is passing up teams. Ohio State, forgot what other team was in the Big Ten that was in contention. Purdue. Both teams supposed to win national championship. They fall early. And Michigan State, who nobody's even talking about, they're right back in it. With talent, there's good talent, but it's not top tier with talent that's not a top tier championship level caliber. That's impressive to me. The cons, there's only one con. The con of the fact that he is a college coach jumping to the NBA. I want to believe that Tom Izzo is going to be successful if he is indeed the Cavs coach. I want to believe that he could make this a team that wins a championship. I want to believe that, but I just can't. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't right now. I cannot do it. The track record is in the basement with the Association of College. You seen guys who, not only in basketball, but in football as well, you seen guys who came in from college and try to coach in the pros, and it's an abomination. I really hope Dan Gilbert knows what he's doing. You got Byron Scott out there. You possibly have Jeff Van Gundy out there. If you're going in on Tom Izzo is, well, probably has the thing is, Tom Izzo probably has the most impressive resume out of all the coaches. That's the weirdest thing.